How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony. Today we're back at it with a new video where today we'll be talking about what happened last night on Monday on the first Raw of 2026, live from the Upside Down of Stranger Things. Monday Night Raw came live from Brooklyn, New York. And first off, some thoughts on the show. I thought, like the way they made the entrance aisle was pretty cool. The Demogorgon prop backstage was cool, and that was it from Stranger Things. I also really like where every segment they called it a chapter. That they will have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. I thought that was pretty neat. But besides that, I was expecting, like some stuff, some actors from the show to appear in character. Some of the actors from the show to appear in character or something. And that didn't happen. Also, no Chris Jericho, but I said, on my predictions that I was 50-50 on that. I was really expecting Seth Rollins because he's close to being cleared. So that surprised me that he didn't appear in the main event, which we'll talk about later. So if you like this type of content, like, comment, share, and subscribe. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So the show kicked off with the charisma vacuum himself, Gunther. And I hated everything from this. The AJ Styles saved this segment. Like Adam Pearce, who's a moron in kayfabe, he's like, Gunther, you better behave out there. What is this? Like a fifth grader? And then Gunther coming out, like, Gunther, who has no charisma. He's a great in-ring worker. He is the Mark's favorite wrestler just because he has no charisma. This skinny fat muffo. And I can talk because I am skinny fat, so I am allowed to insult him, okay? This skinny fat muffo, God, he has no charisma. He has no charisma. No charisma. And then AJ Styles saved this segment. He brought some fire into it. And this is something that I really, really hate about Gunther. Which, besides the promo, I am gonna say it right here. When AJ slapped him, you could see that he put his hand so that AJ wouldn't slap him. And this is something that I really hate about Gunther. Like, he likes to stiff people, but he doesn't like getting stiffed. And it's something that I really, really hate. Because if you can give it, you should be able to take it in professional wrestling. And this pussy, and sorry for the language, and I know I do not use this type of words on my videos. I normally, I say beep, beep, beep. But Gunther really infuriates me. I had to turn off the promo, and my girlfriend had to tell me what really happened. So this is my girlfriend's review of the promo. Because, oh God, Gunther doesn't have the it factor. He is the perfect wrestler that would have worked in 2021 AEW, great in-ring worker, zero charisma. And I like AEW during that time, so he would have been perfect there. Gunther has no charisma. The only time he was interesting, Louis Kaiser was doing the promos for him. And I know I've said this thousands of times and I'm gonna keep saying it. But man, Louis Kaiser made Gunther into the main event player that he supposedly is now. And obviously, later on, they were on a backstage segment and they announced that for next week, live on Dusseldorf, it's going to be AJ Styles versus Gunther. Let's see what's going to happen there. And that's why I put these two segments together here. because I really wanted to talk about it, instead of going back and forth, back and forth. That's really what happened. But man, you know what I think? What they should have done. I mean, what they should have done with Gunther. And I know I am 5 minutes in with this skinny fat mofo. What they should have done was put Gunther on the Vision instead of Logan Paul. That's what they should have done, because Logan Paul is good on promos. He doesn't need a mouthpiece. I don't understand why he's on the Vision. And putting Gunther in there for Heyman to be his mouthpiece would have been amazing. And all of this, the thing is, Gunther lost his aura when he needed 30 minutes to beat Pat McAfee, of all people. And I've said it for years, Gunther is bad on promos. I love his in-ring work, but he sucks at promos. I've said it time and time again. He needs a mouthpiece. And he should not be scared to get hit, because this is professional wrestling. Or you can go to art school, just like your fellow Austrian guy, which I'm not gonna name because YouTube will take down the video if I mention his name. You know who the hell I'm talking about. But again, the less we talk about Gunther having zero charisma, the better. I'm doing the segments first, taking them out of the way, and then talk about the matches. So we also had a Stephanie McCurry promo where she came out with a boot because she has like an ankle injury. We don't know if it's a real injury or a work injury, but from the way I'm seeing, the way that after the promo Raquel Rodriguez attacked her, I'm thinking it's more of an injury use. This is an injury angle, but she's not really injured. It's more of an injury angle. But I really like the promo she made, talking about it doesn't matter if I have one leg, two legs, I'm gonna defend my title no matter what. 2025 was my year, and 2026 will be even bigger. Before she got attacked by Raquel Rodriguez and Raquel attacking the ankle. She not only attacked her in the ring, but when they came back from commercial, she was attacked by Raquel backstage, and Adam Pearce came in, So obviously that's the angle, that's the match that probably may happen on Saturday night's main event in Toronto on January 24th. Maybe. That's the match for that show. And I don't have the pictures here, but we had a segment where Javon Evans is the newest member of Monday Night Raw. We had an Oba Femi vignette, which we had last Friday night on SmackDown. Before the main event, we had a Logan Paul promo alongside Austin Theory. But those three things, the Logan Paul promo was watched internationally. I watched it on YouTube because US and Puerto Rico have ads, unlike the rest of the world that don't have ads during Raw and SmackDown. And those were all of the since I don't have a picture about this match, I'm gonna talk about it right now. Liv Morgan defeated Lyra Valkyria. This match was just to get Liv back in the gist of things. It was just a match to move the story of Bayley having this multiple personalities, like Hugger Bayley, Romoto Bayley, Ding Dong Hello Bayley, trying to take over her mind at the same time. Liv takes advantage of Lyra getting distracted. Oblivion 1, 2, 3. This was an angle disguised as a match. It put Leave back on the win column, and it advances the story of Lyra and Bailey. So perfect. Perfect. So now we can continue with the important matches on this show, which we had the Kabuki Warriors defending the women's tag team titles against Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. And as you may have watched on the predictions video, I said, they won on they pinned Kyrie on SmackDown. Io pinned Kyrie on SmackDown. So even though I had Rhea and Io winning, that kind of derailed me a little bit. Even though I stuck with Rhea and Io winning the titles, I was like, oh, maybe they gave Io the win because they're not winning the titles here. But hey, they got me wrong. They did, and this match was pretty good. I really like how they got the hit on Io. You know, classic tag team wrestling 101, you know, getting the hit on the babyface. The heels distract the ref. Io attacks Rhea, but the ref doesn't see it, so they continue the hit on Io. Io attacks in Rhea. She comes in like a house of fire. I really like how they did the moonsault, and then Io did a suicide dive on Asuka. I mean, wait, was it on Asuka? Wait, the suicide dive was on Kyrie. Sorry, because Rhea pinned Asuka, if I remember correctly, because Kyrie got pinned on Friday, so Asuka got pinned here. Yeah. Asuka got pinned here because on the Christmas episode of Raw, Asuka pinned Rhea, so here Rhea got her win back. Yeah. So we got new women's tag team champions on the form of Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. Now we need to see. You know, watching this match, I was like, are they doing the Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio angle from 2005? Because, you know, Rhea can't beat Io. That's the story they've been telling for the last year. And now they're partners, and now they're tag team champions. Are we gonna go the same route as WrestleMania 21, where it's gonna be Rhea versus Io, tag team champion versus tag team champion, tag team partners going at it at WrestleMania? So I think it could be pretty interesting, but I think at the end Rhea is going heel. I think that's the plan here. Rhea is going heel. She's gonna turn heel on Io at some point. I think that's the angle here. And I'm here for it because the matches these two ladies have had are incredible. Here we had the women's IC title match where Maxine Dupri defended the title against Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch won the title back. That's all I have to say here. I kind of felt the match was a little bit too choreographed for my liking. Like Maxine was a little... It wasn't a match that was called on the fly. Let me just put it that way. But you know, they're not doing too much house shows, so Maxine is kind of learning on the fly. I blame the company for that. I'm not blaming her. And Becky was a great veteran to have in this match because she was able to guide her whenever Maxine got lost. But the match was meh. And obviously, you know, Maxine had Becky on the ankle lock. While she's on the ankle lock, Becky rolled her up with the help of the ropes. 1, 2, 3, new women's IC champion. They literally did the finish from JBL versus Chris Benoit at WrestleMania 22. Submission maneuver, heel, rolls up with the help of the rope. 1, 2, 3, new champion. That's literally the Benoit versus JBL finish from WrestleMania 22 on Chicago. And obviously, you know, they put the title on her Becky, instead of being this long reigning champion like her first reign was, where she was champion for like 6 months, here she's more of a transitional champion because I think what Becky winning told me was, oh, Becky versus AJ Lee at WrestleMania is gonna be for the IC title, and AJ Lee is gonna win there. And since she made Becky tap on War Games, she has a title shot. So she can now challenge Becky for the title at WrestleMania, which I think is the route they're going right now. And on the main event, CM Punk versus Braun Breaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. Braun Breaker, first off, Braun Breaker, don't do that stupid clothesline. It's stupid. You're gonna get injured. You almost broke your neck with the Hurricane, with the Hurricane Rana botch, buddy. You almost broke your neck. Like, we need somebody to top Braun Breaker. Don't do any stupid stuff. And obviously, CM Punk, he's not the CM Punk of 5-6 years ago. He's not the CM Punk from 10 years ago. He's a little bit slower because of age. But CM Punk called this match on the fly. This was a match I feel it was structured by CM Punk. And everything they did was perfect with the exception of that Hurricane Rana. I thought the match was pretty good. Braun Breaker getting the heat on Punk, showing dominance in the earlier part of the match, I thought was kind of impressive because it was making me think, oh damn, they're really showcasing here. Maybe, just maybe, new champion. Even though on the predictions I chose Punk to retain or a no contest. Which for a second, when the Vision interfered, I thought it was going to be a no contest. But Penta, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee came in for the save. I really like where a spot, for me, the best spot on the match was when Braun Breaker was running on ringside trying to spear Punk through the barricade, and Punk caught him with the clothesline the same way he caught The Rock with the clothesline on Raw 1000 was Chef's Kiss. And another cool spot was in the finish where he caught Braun Breaker with the knee when he was about to hit the spear and then hit the pile driver with the 2 GTSs for the win. Those two spots were actually pretty cool, and on camera looked lethal. And obviously, 1, 2, 3, CM Punk retains the title. I was expecting something to happen, like Seth Rollins appearing to help Punk or something, but it was Rey, Penta, and Dragon Lee. And then the watermark came up and the show ended. So I was expecting Seth Rollins to do some to help, because the enemy of my enemy is my friend, so maybe helping Punk. Or maybe Roman putting his sights on the World Heavyweight title. Something, you know what I mean? And I thought this show was good. The Gunther promo, the Women's IC title match dragged the show down. The Women's Tag Team title match was pretty good. The main event was pretty good. I think this is a 7 out of 10 show. I really like Javon Evans' enthusiasm during his segment when he was announced as the newest Raw superstar. They're keeping the speculation on where will Obafemi go, Raw or SmackDown, showing vignettes on both shows. Obviously, I think tonight Oba is gonna retain against Leon Slater. I don't think that Oba's losing the title now. I think he may come up to the main roster as the NXT champion and then lose the title on Stand and Deliver. That's what I see as of right now. But that's my review of the first anniversary of Raw on Netflix review. As I always say, if you like this type of content, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share these beautiful moments with your families, create beautiful memories, because life's too short, but those memories last a lifetime. As always, this is Anthony signing off. Bye bye.